All right, I got a 2005 Dodge Ram 1500. I was just about getting ready to get an alignment, I thought, and I had some clanking noise over here on the passenger side. So what I've determined is these upper control arms are going to have to be replaced, the one in particular, of course, on the passenger side. All right, so here I got you in here, and you can see what it looks like. And so the other side, the boot's intact, and it looks like, you know, maybe it's been replaced. But who knows? I just know this one's bad and it's making racket. Now I can also tell you that the ones under there don't match, and that's, you know, why we do these in pairs. Of course, you know, if one of them's bad, you want to replace the other one anyways, because it's probably just a matter of time before the other one goes bad. So this is a 4x4 truck, so can't just put any ordinary control arm. We want one a little bit more heavy duty, or it's not going to hold up. So this is what I went with. I was going to go with the Moog. I get them confused which ones are which, but one of them is a little bit more heavier duty. I was going to go with that one. However, they were about $40 more each for those, so I decided to give the Mevitec Supreme. From what I understand, these are pretty comparable to those Problem Solver Moogs, I guess, series. So this is what I'm going with. This uses the same one for both sides. Where I got one out, we can take a look at it here. Got our grease zerk. You can see these look a lot like the OEM, and comes with a locking Teflon. All right, so let's just go ahead and get these on the truck. Now, it's not going to matter a lot because the alignment is probably not good at this point, but I'm going to take and put a mark around these here just as a reference. Alright, so I just marked around each one of them. Or these are 21s. And you don't have to worry about holding it. It's got its own little anti-rotation tab there. Now this part up here is loose. Right, before we take that completely out, we'll go ahead and take this off. This is a 21 as well. Well, I didn't catch it on camera, but I was twisting on this just trying to get it out of here, and this just pretty much popped out of there. Oh yeah, now see, this was the side that I'd actually thought was good because I couldn't see the boot was torn, but look at this. And the difference is tremendous between this two. This here's like really heavy duty, and I'm guessing it's like cast iron, where this one's aluminum. So we're going to slip it up in here first, get everything back in place. And this is going to go back on that side if I can get it lined up. And it stays on that side of the tab. Now this is a locking nut. Now the other one's back over here. I wonder if this one's supposed to be the same way. Now just roughly put them back in place. Now I've noticed that on the other side, the nuts are on the inside. I'm not sure which one's right or wrong. Alright, now I've run these down a little bit, but I can't put these tight or it'll destroy the bushings. We have to wait till we get the weight back onto the truck here before we can torque them down. The weight on the tire, that is. Alright, we're going to try to get this back in place here. Got our brand new locking nut. Now ideally you want to have yourself another jack handy so you can lift this up a little bit. So I had to get the jack under the ball joint there. There's no way to get this in place otherwise. So then once it starts spinning, we're going to get our 10mm, hold this little Allen. Alright, we got this run down snug. We're going to go ahead and torque this to 40 foot-pounds. We're going to go ahead and get the wheel back on, and we'll torque these once we get the weight back onto the wheel. But before I can do that, I want to go ahead and get the other side done. Alright, my mark was immediately off once I got the weight on the tire. I lifted it just right down here, and I pushed the tire back over with that lifted there with the weight off. I was able to put it back on to its mark there. If it snugged a little more, but it's not tight, and I'm going to see if it doesn't stay in place. I'm going to put a pin or something in there, keep it from sliding over. You pretty much need to be lifting from right here in this area. Alright, now we got to torque these to 120 foot-pounds. And we did add some grease in the boot there a little bit. I'm gonna go 110 on these. Alright, so we took care of those busted up upper control arms. Now, unfortunately, while I was replacing these, I noticed that the ball joint over on the passenger side doesn't look good, and I really didn't know that those were bad, but that's how it goes. When you go to fixing one thing, you do some inspecting, then you find something else. One thing leads to another. So we're going to take care of those next, and then I think we will finally have this ready for an alignment. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.